All right. Well, we are live. It's just your average Joe with Juwan from over at Geek Vibes Nation. How you doing today, dude? I look. You did a 4 hour plus stream. You covered, as you said, every inch of DC Fandome this year. I was alternating. Well, I was watching DC Fandome on their official YouTube page, and then I was watching you guys on my phone, trying to comment, trying to hear both. I knew they were going to wait till very last minute. I'm like, they're for sure gonna drop this at the end. There's no way because they've been saying since like 3 or 3:30 coming up soon. I'm like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
It's the coup de grace.
Yeah.
You have to save it for the end.
There's no way. There's no way because then you would have had honestly, not for nothing. Not that I didn't like the other sneak peeks we got with Shazam 2. I honestly missed, dude. The one thing I did miss because I jumped in the shower. I had to shave and shower today, so I missed the. I'm gonna watch it after we're done here. I missed the Black Adam teaser. So I didn't get a chance to watch that. There were a couple of things I missed, but I didn't miss this. But what I was about to say was, had they shown the Batman trailer earlier, I probably would have just signed off. I would be like, all right, I'm done. And that's why, that's why you wait. You know, you don't show all your cards right away. The behind the scenes.
Some work to do with you, Joe. I got some work to do with you for you to appreciate DC more.
The behind, well, no, you don't have to do anything. The only, you know who has to do something? WB. They have to, and I mean Warner Brothers.
Fair.
Warner Brothers has to come up and say, you know what, we're going to make good content from now on, or cohesive content. But I was going to say something really quick. Even the behind the scenes stuff looked pretty cool too before they showed the trailer. So look, for those of you that didn't watch Fandome, and for those of you who didn't get a chance to watch behind the scenes or even the trailer, hopefully this is the first time you're watching it. You're going to watch it with us. So let's get into it. Let's share it. Let's do this. And then we'll talk about it for a little bit.
Police! Hands up!
Hold on. I don't know. Does that bother you, the subtitles?
No.
Get out of here.
I'm fine.
I don't know why they're there, but I love that. I love that when they first showed that.
Yep.
Fear is a tool.
I do want to pause it really quick though. I'm actually kind of because I didn't
turn it off right there.
I didn't put the subtitles, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of glad that they're on because I want them on for a reason now. There is one part of the trailer that I wasn't crazy about because I was like, oh no, please don't go down that route. Please, please, please. And I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. We're actually going to come to it soon. But the scene is actually kind of inaudible. At least I didn't know what he said. So I'm kind of glad that these are on. Also too, and even in the behind the scenes look, they're going all out. They're going all in with this song, Something in the Way.
It's fitting. It's perfect. It's like when Us came out and you did I Got Five on.
Yeah.
There is no other song you could have used.
No, and I mean, you're right. You're right. No, look, dude, ever since the first trailer dropped last year, Fandome, I love this song with the trailer. In fact, it probably made me even appreciate or love the trailer even more. I'm going to shut up now.
I never heard the song before
oh, that. Yeah. No, this isn't it's remixed or whatever, but it's a Nirvana song. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
All right. Let's, enough from me.
When that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning.
I love that. This is the part I'm talking about, John.
I've been trying to reach you. Fire the gun! This is a powder keg. And rhythms to match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues, it won't be long before you've nothing left.
I don't care what happens to me.
It's only gonna get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different. Who are you under there?
I'm vengeance. black and blue and dead all over. Dear God.
I got you! I got you!
Nope. Jesus. I mean, this very well could be the best Batman movie we have gotten to date. It really may well. It might if it's done correctly. Now, the one thing I was talking about, the one scene, and I didn't know he said, "What have you done?" I actually thought he says, "Where's the girl?" That's why I said it sounded almost inaudible to me, and I watched it a couple of times. But I mean, maybe it's because he's behind that glass that he's sounds a little off or muffled. But I'm like, please don't do that with your voice. That was the one thing I hate about with Bale, and I told you that was that growl. But I mean, we already got the part where he says, "I am vengeance," so he kind of says it in a normal tone, which I liked. We got that in the first trailer. How did Jamie not realize that that was the same girl? That Zoe,
'Cause if you're looking at it as quickly as the scenes were spliced,
because of the wig.
yeah, because one, she had hair that comes here,
Mhm.
then it was pink, and her character has just short hair.
Yeah, really short.
So when you see it in different lengths, you kind of go, well, that can't be the same. You don't immediately think, oh, it has to be wigs if you don't know
Gotcha.
Catwoman very fluently changes her looks
Gotcha.
when
Yeah.
necessary.
Oh,
So very
she's so hot.
quickly you can,
And she's hot, dude.
you
She's
can
hot at
figure it
this.
out.
I love her as Selena Kyle. I love her. I can't wait to see her in more of her outfit or whatever. I mean, we already got first looks of what she's going to look like. And all these guys, and you guys even said it on your show earlier. This is year 2, so this is the beginning. This is the Riddler in his first stage. This is Batman literally in his first stage, pretty much the second year. And Selena Kyle is Catwoman. The Penguin, which if you would have told me that that was Colin Farrell, I would never have known. I
Right.
mean, the makeup they did on that was crazy. And even the Riddler, the way they're doing it. And who knows what's going to happen with the Riddler at the end. DC's not really known for killing their villains off like Marvel does. So they hold on to them. So who knows what's going to happen, and if there's going to be a different, iteration of him going forward in like a different suit or something like that. I doubt he's ever going to don a jacket full of question marks, but who knows? I wouldn't mind seeing that.
He may.
Yeah.
He may.
But so what did you think of this trailer? Is there anything that I missed? Is there anything that you caught? Because I don't know if you had a chance to watch it. Stop, pause.
For sure. They're taking elements from Long Halloween. Long
Mhm.
Halloween's storyline was just about a murder that Batman had to figure out.
Yeah.
But the angle here isn't a murder that Batman has to figure out. It's tracing it's tracing the corruption of Gotham and finding out that it leads back to the Waynes.
Yeah.
That the corruption, essentially begins and ends with the Waynes. Which makes me think this movie ends with some kind of inclination to the Court of the Owls. Some of the text on the ground gave me a little bit of thoughts of that, but
Yeah, you had and help me with these names. You had Mitchell Savage, right?
Mitchell
Sins of the Father,
Coulson,
Coulson.
yeah, Coulson, and then the other one I can't remember.
No, there was a renewal. Renewal.
It was renewal.
Yeah, but it was a phrase. It was like renewal leads to death, but renewal. It's a phrase with the word renewal in it. It's not just the word renewal.
I'm rewatching it. It'll pop up in a second.
Yeah. Because the only one-word phrases were the names. You had Mitchell, Savage, Coulson. Then you had Sins of the Father, right? There's one other phrase, and then you had the renewal something.
Yeah, it's gonna pop up here in a second. I just wish, and I assume it's gonna happen in the movie, and if it does, I'll probably die right there in the theater. But I was kind of hoping Matt Reeves would go more poetic. In the first trailer is I am vengeance. The second trailer is I am the night. And then the final trailer is I am Batman. Shades of the great Kevin Conroy.
Got it.
That just would have been just the chills I would have got from that you're building on it.
Now, Long Halloween had to do with, what was it, the Calendar Man or something like that?
Yes. Yeah, the Calendar Man. The Falcones, which the Falcones will be in this. Oh shit! I literally just watched it pass. Hold on. I looked right at it and just went, I'm like, oh no, I was supposed to pause it. Hold on, let me go back to it. Yada 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 yada. I love everything of this. I love every freaking thing of this. I love the first time he sees Selena, catches his eye. I love the shot of the penguin. All right, here we go. It says renewal is a lie.
A lie.
Renewal is a lie. Mitchell. No more lies.
No
Colton,
more lies.
And then sins of my father?
Sins of my father.
Mark.
Yeah.
And then I think I said Savage already. But this is what I've been waiting for. This is the Bruce Wayne I've always wanted. I didn't need Christian Bale's Batman that wanted to progress the story so he could retire. I didn't want Ben's story where he was 50. I don't know what the fuck they were doing with Clooney or Kilmer.
No, I mean, we don't even speak of that. I mean, with the exception of Keaton, Batman Returns was what it was, but I still appreciate and I still love the first
That's actually
Batman.
my favorite of the two.
You liked it? When I was younger, and I still feel this way to an extent, but again, if the story's done right, then it doesn't matter. But I always hated the addition of too many villains, and
I always loved it. It's what the comics would do. Comics don't usually always just focus on just. I mean, they do. I don't want to make it sound like they don't. They do, but to me, I like you stacking the deck. That's the whole purpose. You can do it sometimes with one villain. Maybe sometimes with two, maybe sometimes with three. But I always try to remind people, Marvel movies have been doing this, but it's just been good, so no one's really cared.
And I think also though too is coming off of Jack Nicholson's performance as the Joker. That's why for me, I just feel like maybe it wasn't so much because it was two villains, but just because I feel, as much as I love Pfeiffer in the cat suit, and I think Danny DeVito was pretty much born to play the Penguin. I mean, it fits so well, but even the two of them combined didn't, for me, measure up or even match the performance that Nicholson gave us as the Joker. And I think that's why I even loved the first one even more.
I mean, but you couldn't. You go back, you look at Liam Neeson in Batman Begins and Tom Hardy in The Dark Knight Rises. You can't hold a candle to what's his name did. No. But that's why you don't. But that's why I appreciate it, because Catwoman wasn't a villain. She's an anti-hero. She's never been a villain. She's an anti-hero. So your only villain was really Penguin.
Yep.
But that's what I love. But that's why I love this movie, because you're taking a hero who has his ideologies and has things figured out. There's good, there's bad. But now he's finding out there's more to it. There's more to it. This corruption that you're cleaning up might have been started by your father. Might have been allowed by your mother. Again, if you trace back the Batman story, some of the iterations of it, his father was an unwilling accomplice. It's what ended up getting him killed. So I think that's probably the route this is going. I don't think they're going to completely taint the name of the Waynes.
Yeah, I don't see.
But they're going to shine it. They're going to shine it in a light where they at least become questionable. But to me, this is Batman. I've always wanted a tortured soul. I've always wanted the guy who feels as though his everyday is Batman and he goes to put on a Bruce Wayne mask. That's Batman to me. That's what I love. I love the guy who just wants to fight. That's why everything you saw in this is him just wanting to fight. He has so much anger, doesn't know what to do with it. It's why he shocks the guy in the throat.
That was crazy. I love that.
It's why, as you're seeing guys with AK-47s in the closest of close range, he's just shrugging them off.
That was my other favorite scene.
So much anger. So to me, I love it. And that one shot is straight out of the cinematic trailer for Arkham Knight, where his dad wrote him a letter before he died. And it's the voiceover of his dad reading the letter out to Bruce. And in that trailer, you see Two-Face shoot a grenade launcher at the Batmobile to cause this huge, massive fire. And then out of the Batmobile, out of the fire is a Batmobile, and he leaps out of it. And the car lands, and he starts just ripping through dudes. So seeing the car come out of the fire was just like, that's Batman. And then the slow walk up to Penguin as the camera flips.
That was great.
Get into the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this doesn't have potential to be. I already deem it the best Batman movie.
You gotta see it first.
Just off of this trailer.
I agree.
The mythology.
I agree. I agree with you. I definitely think so too. But I don't want to deem it yet and then have it come out. You know, we got whatever we got in the trailer, and then the movie and the trailer don't whatever. But I agree with you. I do. I mean, from what we've gotten in the past, and again, I actually did like Affleck's version.
Me too.
But you know, he did a good job.
I don't like you starting him at 50.
No. What do you think of the Batmobile now that we see a couple of scenes with it?
I'm fine with it. I know a lot of people weren't a fan of it, but I don't think that's going to be the permanent car. Just like I don't think that'll be the permanent suit.
I had no problem with it.
Change.
Yeah, I thought the car was nice.
I didn't mind it.
It's a starter. It's a starter mobile.
Let me say this. I know people shit on me every time I talk about it, but I will forever hate this. You're not telling me the guy who works within the shadows is driving a military fucking tank around Gotham, and you can't just track the tank back to the Batcave and find out who the hell Batman. You're leaving the largest trail. So to me, that's way out there for a guy who wanted to make 3 practical movies. This car is practical because he doesn't have to turn on the thrusters. You can weave in and out of traffic and people not know you're fucking Batman. You know what I'm saying? It's a practical car.
Yeah, but those thrusters look cool.
No, they look awesome. And again, I don't want people to think I'm shitting on Ben's Batmobile or Keaton's. Those cars were amazing. But to me, I do like some of the practicality of this Batmobile.
Really quick, and then we'll wrap this up. But it's not about the trailer, but it is about the Keaton. Mm-hmm. So when we watched The Flash and we got that little teaser, when the Flash pulls off those at the very end, he pulls off whatever drapes or whatever it is, whatever's covering something. There's a covering. Mm-hmm. He pulls it off and then he says, I forgot what he says, but holy shit, right? Is that Keaton's Batmobile? Yes. Oh, I can't wait.
Because remember, he had already seen everything from Ben's.
Yeah.
He had seen the Batmobile. He had seen Ben. So the only thing that could make him go, "Oh shit," is seeing Keaton's version. And what would make that cooler is if, in his reality, Keaton was the movie. You know, the movie about the actual Batman.
That would be actually pretty cool.
In this other reality, Keaton's the actual Batman. So he's seeing it, and it's like, holy shit. But again, that's a trailer breakdown for another day because there's 2 berries. So I have a whole theory on that. But this trailer, beautiful. Selena, beautiful. In the line of the trailer, there were 2 lines. Obviously, the line that they released a few days ago of, it's a warning.
Yeah, the symbol.
I want when people see that, they get scared. Mm-hmm. That was the line, and then my second favorite line was when Bruce just goes, "I don't care what happens to me."
Yeah,
it's about the mission, and the mission is to restore Gotham. So if I have to die to restore Gotham, by all means, and that's why I tell people, I hope that they're building a Bat family because as cold as you see Bruce now. And you even get a glimpse of it where you see Selena looking at him in fear because he's just going too far. Mm-hmm. But the reason why I hope that Matt Reeves develops a Bat family is Dick Grayson is what made Bruce take a step back because you can't just be Batman. You have to be a father. And that's what kind of made him go, well, I can't beat this guy within an inch of his life because I'm training a kid, and Dick gives him a lighter side. That's when you start to see the more thought-provoking Bruce Wayne. There's easier ways to handle this Bruce Wayne. So to me, I like it. Start off with all this rage and aggression. Make him go to the edge, but not jump off enough to where you can build the story to fully redeem Bruce, to where you can make him a whole man rather than just Batman. And like I said, that's why I crown it already, because he's already harnessed the mythology. And to me, that's what's more important than the movie being good or not, is that you understand Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The story could be whatever. But if you understand Batman, everything else is fixable. But when you're telling me that you want to make a more realistic Bruce Wayne Batman, I'm not a fan of that.
I got you. No, I understand. You know, and again, as far off from the comics the Nolan trilogy was, you know, based on the Batman lore, and I guess even Tim Burton's Batmans, and even Joel Schumacher, but I get it. But for the most part, I did enjoy the Nolan films. Obviously, Dark Knight was probably my favorite. And then of course, even Dark Knight Rises, I didn't mind as much. I even with even with Tom Hardy as Bane, which I liked. I think he was probably the better part of the film anyway. But I
Probably
agree.
the only good part of that.
Seeing this trailer, well, the two trailers now, and what Matt Reeves is doing with this film and the character itself, yeah, and that's why I made the comment. I don't want to deem it number one just yet, but based on these two trailers and the behind the scenes looks, and like you said, what he's doing with the character of Batman, it probably will be the best Batman to date, and I can't wait. You know, it's coming out in just a few months. You know, March of next year. All right. Well, we took up enough of everybody's time. I do want to remind everybody, in just over an hour, we're going to be doing a spoiler review for Chucky's episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to follow that by, I have every Saturday night for the month of October, we do a Saturday Fright Live. I did this last year for October, and we did it again this year. But for tonight, we're doing something special because Halloween just dropped yesterday. We're going to be doing a spoiler review for the brand new Halloween Kills. So that will be our Saturday Fright Live. That's going to be live at 8 p.m. So I do want to thank Juwan for coming on and doing this live reaction with me for the Batman trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed this very much. I'm probably going to watch it several times, followed by some breakdowns on other YouTube channels. But all right, dude, I'll see you in a little over an hour.
Absolutely, brother.
All right, guys. Oh, and Jawan's link to this his YouTube channel is in the description, guys. It's right there. Click it, go to his channel, subscribe, and of course, while you're here, like this and subscribe to this channel as well. You can always use the support and love. Guys, have a great day and enjoy the rest of your weekend.